Good morning, YouTube. This is Johnny. Thought I'd make a video, do a quick update about what's going on in my world. Sitting here in the dining room, it is October the 15th, 2019. It is 7:57 in the morning here in Holland, Michigan. Writing in my diary. I just finished a page. It's 834 and I started on page 835. And I've been reading for devotions, participating in Christ, explorations in Paul's theology and spirituality. Yeah, I was reading his comments here on Galatians. It's in Galatians chapter 1. I was reading where he says in chapter 1 of Galatians, "For you have heard of my former conduct in Judaism," he's talking about the Apostle Paul, "how I persecuted the church of God beyond measure and tried to destroy it. And I advanced in Judaism beyond many of my contemporaries in my own nation, being more exceedingly zealous for the traditions of my fathers. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me through his grace to reveal his Son in me, that I might preach him among the Gentiles, and did not immediately confer with flesh and blood, nor did I go up to Jerusalem to those who were apostles before me, but I went to Arabia and returned again to Damascus." So he's talking about verse 16, to reveal his Son in me. Talking about Paul's conversion in his call on the Damascus road there in Acts. So yeah, today's a Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. I didn't do Monday reads, but what I've been reading, I read yesterday, Touching the Starfish by Stokes. And I read How to Disappear, a memoir from Misfits by Duncan Fallowell. So I read these yesterday. And I got at the Book Nook, the library used bookstore, where I volunteer on Mondays and Fridays from 10 to 1. I picked up another copy of Rebecca West's travel memoir, Black Lamb and Gray Falcon, A Journey Through Yugoslavia. This came out right at the break. I think it came out in the late 30s. And then I picked up at the Book Nook Tales of Henry James. This is a Norton critical edition. That's why I got it, because these critical Norton editions have essays in the back, literary criticism. And as you all know, I collect Henry James, his short stories, his novels, biographies, literary studies. So I picked this up. This is Tales of Henry James, selected and edited by Christof, Wegelin, and Henry B. Wonham, a Norton critical edition, second edition. Then I picked up this. I have two of these already. This is Theological Notebook, Volume 3, from years 1969 to 1983, third in the series, The Spiritual Journals of Donald G. Bloesch. I have volumes 1 and 2. I didn't know this, but there's volumes 4 and 5, which I didn't know about. And then I picked up at the Book Nook, used Postmodern Reader, edited by Charles Jencks. These are a bunch of essays by different scholars on postmodernism. So pick that up. So I picked this up at the Book Nook, the Postmodern Reader, Tales of Henry James. I have two other copies of Rebecca West's Black Lamb and Gray Falcon. I have a two-volume edition, and I have an old hardback edition of this work. This is a Penguin Classic edition. And then I picked up another volume of Theological Notebook by Donald G. Bloesch. And I've been reading How to Disappear. I read this yesterday, a memoir for misfits. Been taking a break from Ducks Newburyport by Lucy Ellman and reading this, Touching the Starfish by Ashley Stokes. Reading in the mornings, Participating in Christ by Michael J. Gorman. Writing in my diary. I got a book coming in the mail Thursday. It's a Christian book. It's a book on Paul and union with Christ. It's the same kind of subject this is in. Subject about participating in Christ, union with Christ, and how that lives out in our Christian spirituality. We participate in Christ. Christ lives out his life in us. His death, burial, resurrection, and ascension. So that's about it. I still don't feel good. I'm still feeling kind of bummed. But you get my age, you just pray and wait it out. You don't freak out. You're just thankful that you have a warm house. You got a roof over your head. You got warm clothes. You got food in the refrigerator. The bills are paid. And yeah, Christ is reigning. So I hope you're having a good week. I do thank you for the new subscribers in the comments, and hope you're having a good reading week. And until next time, bye.